Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry for the delay. I guess I'm
No,
almost.
sir, it's okay.
Thank you so
Good
much.
evening, sir.
Arti, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay. I guess you got.
Not so good.
Hi, Aparna. Okay. Jeet.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Jeet?
Fine.
Great. And could you remind me what was the last topic we discussed in our previous session?
So UCC.
I think we completed UCC.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great. That's great then. So, what do you understand from UCC point of view? As you, most of you remember that UCC is one of the idea of Constitution Assembly. But in order to see the continuation part, I will just give you overview again about UCC. Try to understand, my dear friends, Constitution framers, they were not critical in implementing UCC to some extent. In the sense, they are not very much eager to implement UCC to some extent. To be precisely, they want to implement UCC, that is damn sure about it, but they are not very much sure about UCC implementation. Because according to K.M. Munshi, you can note it down. Okay, according to K.M. Munshi, the process of making a religion into public issue is not accepted by K.M. Munshi. So what K.M. Munshi he decided is religion should be a private sphere, and we should promote unity, social integrity, but there should be one civic identity. Understand the words of K. Munshi again. That is, promote religion as a private sphere. Promote religion as a private sphere, damn sure about it. But try to maintain that unity and social integrity based on the civic identity. That is what the K. Munshi, the honorable member of the Constitutional Assembly, opinion. Now, to a further extent, B.R. Ambedkar, as I told you last time, what is the use of liberty if it is not able to change the social evils? So, liberty should be helpful to change the social evils. Friends, I would like to tell you what I discussed in the last class. If you remember, Kaushal, did I give you overview about UCC from Supreme Court point of view?
So we discussed like the needs and what are the points against the UCC.
Okay.
Several
So,
judgments.
I guess we discussed the judgment, right? Sarla Mugdal case.
Yeah.
Yeah, cases related to UCC. Yeah.
Okay. So you understood that even Supreme Court even time and again said UCC is one thing which can be needed, but we have to understand one important judgment with respect to Constitution. That is Kesavananda Bharati. We obviously read that Kesavananda Bharati judgment, but within the Kesavananda Bharati judgment, Supreme Court said this beautiful point. That is, for the implementation of UCC, court is not compelling government to formulate UCC. But Kesavananda Bharati judgment, particularly Justice Sikri stated that UCC is desirable for the integrity and unity of the country. Now, got the points very clearly. Within the Kesavananda Bharati judgments, the 13 members judge bench even spoke about its desirability for integrity and unity of the country. Now, most of the columnists in writing in different newspapers and many analysts and many people who are UPSC faculty also trying to propagate that UCC is going to do certain bad things and good things. Even I told you that in my last class also, why it is needed, what are the negatives about it. While discussing about why we have to be very cautious about UCC, there are certain points I want to confirm again. Why we have to be very particular about, very cautious about UCC. Number one point I want to confirm. I hope you are able to follow my narration.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One particular portion where UCC should be careful is, as I told you last time, fundamental rights will be affected. Further, there are certain issues within the UCC where we cannot know what is UCC is about. As of today, we don't know what is UCC, in fact, because there is no particular structure about UCC right now. Everyone is discussing about UCC. Yesterday, Parliamentary Committee called for UCC discussions, but still we have to understand one important thing. That is, 2018 Law Commission, almost 5 years back, about 7 years back. 2018 Law Commission stated before going to bring UCC, you need to do certain things. In fact, they used the term, I will try to replicate the same term. Law Commission said in 2018, UCC is neither desirable nor necessary. I hope you will understand. In 2018, UCC, regarding UCC, Law Commission said it is neither desirable nor necessary at this stage. Now, when it is neither necessary nor desirable, then why UCC discussion is about? For that, Law Commission gave a detailed report. The report is consultation paper on family law reforms. Consultation paper on family law reforms. So that particular paper discussed about many important things. I will try to bring them one by one. Did I touch this aspect in last session?
No, sir.
Okay, then let's come to the point here. So, Law Commission, mind it, Law Commission established in 1835. The first Law Commission chairperson is Lord Macaulay. And the 22nd, the latest one is Ritu Raj Avasti. For those who are writing non-UPSC exams, you should remember this person. This person is in news for two important issues. He spoke that sedition should be continued. He also spoke people are invited to give UCC guidelines about UCC. So he is in news. You should remember this person. Now, Law Commission 2018. So with consultation paper on family reforms. Consultation reforms on family reforms. Clearly stated one by one. One. It stated bring equal marriage age for the both men and men and the women or female, let us say. You know very well that right now 21 years for boys and 18 years for girls. But if Law Commission said bring this equal marriage system. Two, bring internal reforms of religion. Internal reforms within the religion. Meaning Parsi women should get equal right. Christian women should get equal rights. So like that, you should work out on it. So it is not only about your equal marriage system. It also spoke about these internal reforms. It also stated that marriage right should be given for the disabled people. Marriage rights should be given for the disabled people. And fourth one, it said, allow adoption rights to transgenders. These are the requirable things for the family reforms. Law Commission clearly stated UCC at this point of time. इसका मतलब 2018 I'm talking about. 2018 it said neither necessary, even nor desirable. याद रखना है. Age ज़्यादा है. So if you are writing about why UCC should not be implemented or against UCC, you have to say these points very carefully. The government of India's body, even the same government is still today also. It said neither necessary nor desirable. So many, it also concluded by saying many developed countries are having this, doesn't have UCC or Uniform Civil Code, no Uniform Civil Code in many developed countries. And this is going to diversify the cultures and strengthening the democracy as per the conclusion of the Law Commission 2018 report. Understood? So this is how you have to see the points very clearly. So apart from knowing the things, you should also have the clarity that Law Commission signaled some kind of repercussions, or you can say some kind of unacceptance towards the implementation of UCC in 2018. In 2018, Law Commission stated UCC at this point of time neither necessary nor desirable. It also stated before going to implement UCC, अब ये चीज करना है पहले का equal marriage age for men and female, internal reforms within the community for gender justice, within the religion should get gender justice, marriage rights for disabled people, adoption rights to the transgenders. It also stated many developed countries doesn't have this so-called UCC, but still they are diversified and having several cultures, which is the beauty of the democracy, which will promote the inclusive development also. So, friends, any point of UCC discussion should be remained as unfulfilled if you won't discuss this particular issue. So, as I told you, Naziruddin Ahmad Shah in constitutional debates concluded by saying, we have to take permission of the communities which are affected by UCC. We have to take consent from them. Let us wait and watch how government is moving towards this issue. I would like to remind you one simple thing. Personal loss comes under any idea? I discussed it, if I am not wrong.
UCC.
Personal loss comes under UCC, correct, but personal loss comes under which list? Concurrent. Absolutely. Anvesha, we discussed it, concurrent list, which means state governments are also empowered to make laws over it. Uttarakhand government in recent elections, they placed the manifesto that they will implement UCC in state if they came to the power. So BJP government in Uttarakhand started to maintain this, and Uttarakhand even appointed the chairman for the UCC committee. To frame the UCC committee, her name is Ranjana Prakash Desai. She worked as a former justice also. So Ranjana Prakash Desai, she is right now working in a UCC implementation of Uttarakhand. Let us wait and watch how Uttarakhand will become the second state of UCC. You know very well which state is already having UCC, that is
Goa.
Kaushal. Even my professor, when I'm reading political science in university, he told me that UCC implemented in Goa. And one of my friend who is from Goa, he said Goa UCC model is not UCC. That makes me to read what is Goa UCC is about. Then I found very interesting things, Kaushal. Even others can understand this. I proudly tell you, Goa UCC is not Uniform Civil Code. Sir, what you are nonsense talking? Yes, in 1867 they implemented, but it is not uniform. How can you justify your answer, sir? Number one. Christian marriage is legalized if you marry in church. They don't need to get any certificate from the register office if they married in church. But same kind of provisions are not available to Hindus or even Christians at that time. So this is why it is not uniform. Number two, most important one. Number two is a Hindu man is allowed to marry if the wife unable to get pregnant by 25 years, if unable to give birth to a boy child, he can go for second marriage. So boys who are attending the classes now, they should not think about going to Goa and becoming Hindu there. Okay, because maintaining a single wife is a difficult task in the world. So if you are trying to have two, definitely you will die very early. Don't try that. So Hindu members can marry a girl if his wife unable to give deliver to the child before 25 and if unable to have a boy. Further interesting thing is there. In fact, very fascinating one also. Christians can get divorce from the church itself. The provision is not available to the Hindus and Muslims. That's the reason I justified to my friend, and he also justified himself. Uniform civil code in Goa is not uniform. Uniform civil code in Goa is not uniform. I hope you understood that. But still, our competitive exams will write which state is implementing UCC, that is Goa, but we should not say it is UCC. To some extent, it's not UCC, in fact. Understood, my friends?
Yes.
So then, when if there is a question, what is the which is the first state? So we should write Goa or not?
We have to write Goa because none can read this at deeper level. They will try to see only Goa, that's it.
Okay, sir.
So we have to keep Goa, yes?
So I read somewhere that in the Article 44, which is Directive Principles, it is stated that India has uniform civil code, but it is still being discussed. Why?
I don't know how authenticate the document is about you read, but I'm damn sure that
I
the
read in Indian Express today.
what you read exactly? What you read exactly? आपने क्या पढ़ाई किया आज? अन्वेषा? Ooh. अन्वेषा,
Sir,
are you there?
Sir, I'm reading it out, sir. I forgot to unmute.
Okay. Listen. Now, shall read.
Yes, sir. Article 44 of the Constitution, a part of the directive principles of state policy, mandates that, in quotes, the state shall endeavor to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. Full stop.
So
Sir, it is
you just
mandate to guide, na?
no, Aarti, just a second. I will get a clarity there. So now Article 44 clearly stated that state shall endeavor to secure uniform civil code for its citizens throughout the territory of India. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The word state shall, right?
Yes, sir.
सुनो मेरी बात. The concept of DPSPs, the whole concept of DPSPs, we have to understand from the Article 37. What it says. The provisions of DPSPs are fundamental in governance. And it is a moral obligation to the states also to some extent to follow these principles in legislations. If you see Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, if you take Pradhan Mantri Param, which was last week launched by the government, or Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sincha Yojana, all are directed to implement Article 48 of Indian Constitution, which stated states shall endeavor to promote agriculture and animal husbandry on the scientific lines. If it is providing Anganwadis, Anganwadis, I guess they will also called as Anganwadis in your state also, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anganwadis are providing early childhood care, which is nothing but it's Article 45 which is there. You have to see government did everything for every DPSP provision in the constitution. But till now it doesn't take any major step here. You have to see Article 43 at this point of time. It stated that state shall legislate to bring some equality there, social equality, like the opportunities and everything. But the word legislation is absent here. Chidambaram, who is the ex-lawyer and former Home Ministry also, he told this point very clearly in one of his newspaper article. He stated that Article 44 doesn't give directions to states to form a legislation here because it is not there. But still, government is trying to implement because he wrote his own point of view. But I can tell you, my dear friend, till now we don't have any formal UCC implementation guidelines. But there is one particular aspect we have to see, that is Hindu Code Bill. Hindu Code Bill, Hindu Succession Act. Mind it, both names Hindu, but they are applied to Sikh, they are applied to Jews, they are applied to Parsis, and they are applied to Hindus. So Muslim community has their own act, that is Muslim Personal Application Act 1936, and Christian Parsis has some other act. But still this is implementing. So this is the one step for the UCC. Now, to conclude my discussion on UCC, to move further for the next articles, I can tell you one thing finally to all you people. We don't know what is UCC. Let us accept it. We know only Article 44. We know what will happen. We know what will negative positive effects, but we don't know what is the UCC structure. It is the government should give draft about UCC, what it is going to do. The moment when draft comes, it will bring a lot of problems. Can you remember before elections time, last time there is a concept called as CAA and NRC. Entire country started to have discussions, debates, protests, all well about Shaheen Bagh. So every Muslim woman came out, and in my nearby area also they started protest. I asked them, have you ever protested for the low literacy rate of women in your country, in your community? Have you ever protested for the low literacy among the low degree students among the Muslim community? Why Muslim communities are not going for the employment opportunities? Instead of doing these things, go and debate for this, because we don't know what is CAA. They told that people who are staying in India for 6 years, they will get, particularly few communities, barring from Muslims, others will get the citizenship. But what are the guidelines? We don't know, because it's not published. Completely in a draft was available, but there is no published in the Ramayana. But all the meetings were conducted by Tablighi Jamaat, an organization. So this time also I'm expecting that movements will start against UCC. Let us wait and watch. But before that, I hope you got a very comprehensive and very, not comprehensive, you got a basic and foremost idea about UCC. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I have another question.
Take one more question.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Joey.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
So, okay.
Okay, Joey. Anvesha.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask, so there are so many terms in the constitution whose definitions are not clearly mentioned. So any government can come and pass a bill of the changing the meaning.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do it, in fact. But the thing is, you know very well that for a constitutional amendment, you need to get two-thirds majority support. And if, for example, let us say minority, the word minority doesn't have any definition. The word tribe doesn't have any definition. The word
Independence, sir.
I don't think it's independent. Let us come to one more point. There is one more word called as untouchability. There is no definition. Now, if government is trying to bring definition for it, first it should get constitutional amendment, which you need two-thirds majority. And any kind of disagreement, there is no joint sitting as per 108 for this constitutional amendments. It should be passed by the each house by the majority. Now, this is the problem. Of course, 24th Amendment mandated president to give assent. He will give the assent for the constitutional amendment. But still, I want to confirm here that who will bring definition for it? Government is not ready to try any kind of definitions. Because who can be considered minority? If BJP government decided to bring definition for minority, he will start all the nonsense and everything. Tribe is same thing. Untouchability is the same thing. So we cannot define certain aspects of the constitution as of now. They should do, and at that time also they are not dared enough to do that. So that's the reason they remain silent over some conflict items. Understood, Anvesa?
The Supreme Court can bring.
No. Supreme Court cannot legislate. The basic structure of Supreme Court is it can give guidelines. But right now we can see Supreme Court is crossing its limits and giving direction to the executive and legislations. You know, just like Deepak in I witnessed. I mean, I'm seeing the live streaming of the LGBT community case. He questioned the Supreme Court with one point: by what authority you are discussing about this issue? Being a lawyer of Supreme Court, he asked this question directly to the Supreme Court bench itself. Being what authority you are rising and discussing this issue? Because it is a legislative thing. And if it is a legislation thing, Parliament is empowered because Parliament has a representation of the people. You are a constitutional body. Let them decide the bill. Let them decide. Let them came with the draft. Then we can discuss, my lord. But we are not empowered to discuss that issue in the courtrooms. This is how beautifully he said. So, court cannot do it. Should not do it. In fact, cannot. In other words, should not do it. It should follow constitutional spirit. They are not bosses of the constitution. They are just guardians. That's it. Done?
Yes, sir.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Give me a chocolate then. Okay. So next, we all well aware that yoga day, right? So how many have practiced yoga every day? Raise your hand. No one. No one is practicing. Only one is there. Good. Even I do yoga every day. Okay. Anyway, so you can see yoga is a big thing, but 21st June is very special in geography point of view. From geography point of view, 21st June is an excellent day. You have to understand why 21st June is very important day from the geography point of view. It is called as summer solstice. Summer solstice. I don't know how you pronounce it. Okay. Summer solstice. You should remember that that is the longest day of the people who are residing in the northern hemisphere. These people. Northern hemisphere. Okay. Sun will directly reach to Tropic of Cancer. Directly over the Tropic of Cancer. That's the reason it is called as summer solstice. So just remember that longest day for the people who are in north. So you should remember that particular day. Now, friends, on this particular day we have yoga day. Now, what is yoga? Immediately you will tell me yoga. Yoga is a set of exercises. Friends, don't see yoga from the exercises and Ramdev Baba. Yoga is a philosophy in India. Yoga is a philosophy in India. Sir, what you are talking? What you are talking? Yes, it is. Just a second, my dear friends. Okay. Right. So yoga is a philosophy, as I told you. So what kind of philosophy yoga is about? Friends, I would like to tell you that yoga is a beautiful philosophy. But what is a philosophy? Now, what philosophies we have? Ancient India has two kinds of philosophies. One is Astic philosophy, one is Gnostic philosophy. Astic are nothing but orthodox. They are heterodox. So to define these philosophies, Astic philosophies are those who believe in Vedas. Gnostic, they don't believe in Vedas. So Vedic is one such, Yoga is one such Astic philosophy, which is close to. Can anyone tell me what are Astic philosophies? Come on, history pundits. I think Joey is from history background only. Come on, Joey.
Yes, I am from history.
Chalo, bolo. You are also from history, Shagar?
So believes in God like that.
Yes, sir. Something related
So
to
astic means that I know it's being attached to rituals. You when you believe in rituals, it's being astic.
No. For this context, you are true, you are correct right now. But for the Vedic, for the times of ancient India, it is not about believing God. Even doesn't believe in God, it also doesn't mean that you are a Gnostic person. Unless there is some clarities not there in your thought, in fact. Anyway, tell me in Bengali, what is Gnostic?
So astic or nastic? Which are you asking?
पूछ रहा हूँ आस्तिक के बारे में.
So in Bengali. So
Yes.
in Bengali, astic means ভগবানে বিশ্বাস করে যারা, we call them astic, and nastic is who don't believe in God, মানে বিশ্বাস করে না ভগবানে.
Okay, listen. Anyone want to try? Anyone want to give me list of answers?
Sir, who
Artists.
believe in yes, sir, who believe in soul, existence of soul.
No. You are going to debug subject. Let me do
Okay,
two
sir.
contexts here. As per contemporary world, as per today, we believe Astic is person who believe in God. Nastic is person who doesn't really believe in God. But I'm talking about the context of around the 6th century. At that time, Astic is those who don't believe in Vedas. Those who reject Vedas, they are called Nastic. Okay. So, what are Vedas is about? Veda are Apursheyaha. What is Apursheyaha? They are not written by men. They are written by, some sages. By listening and they wish to write. Sir, how can it is possible, sir? By listening and see, they will go in a, there is Veda called as Rig Veda. There is Samaveda. Both are connected because the chant in Rig Veda has tunes in Samaveda, but both are written far away place. For example, you see, there is one, stuti, they called as, what do you call it as, mantra pushpa. In that, there is some chantings. Okay. Like, the chantings will come and that will take to, a kind of next level. The chantings will give, vibrations will come if you listen. That will bring a kind of vibrations. If you see, this is evening time, I guess, we can have a small mantra here. For example, Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuvan Bhavati Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuvan Bhavati Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Agnirva Apam Ayatanan Bhavati Yo Agnirayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Apova Agni Prayatanam Ayatavan Bhavati Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. So this is how you see the tempo will fall down. No, that makes a beautiful rhythmic sounds. I'm one, but if you listen that with thousands of people, it will make an excellent experience for you. Friends, the Astic philosophy of Vedic culture providing Mamsa philosophy, providing Sankhya philosophy, providing Yoga philosophy, so on and so forth. But I would like to tell you what is Yoga philosophy at this point of time. Yoga philosophy spoke about many important life aspects. You have to understand that life is, in philosophy, life is a very delicate one. Life is always having a lot of problems. Now, yoga philosophy put forward some important things regarding life. One is life will consist of illusions. We call it as Maya. These illusions, time and again, time and again, time and again, will make people to suffer. These illusions will create pain. These illusions will start a lot of problems. For example, ahankara is one. Then illusions will spoil manas, that is your mind. And illusions will spoil almost your lifestyle. To come out of these illusions, you have to connect with one thing. Yoga philosophy said that is the most important one, that is Prakriti. So life consists, entire matter of the universe consists of two elements. One is Prakriti, nature. One is Purusha, man. So Prakriti and Purusha both are connected through yoga philosophy. That is it. Doing some kind of yoga kriya, you can connect with the God. That is how you will read about meditation. It makes you bliss, complete happiness. That's the reason I have to tell you that yoga philosophy is a beautiful one. So yoga philosophy talks about two important elements. One is Prakriti, one is Purusha. Now what we have to understand that you need to see what kind of life we have to understand. So based on that, we have to do the yoga philosophy and yoga things. It says people consist of three gunas: sattva, rajasa, and tamas. Sattva, soft cornered people; rajas, aggressive; tamas, somewhat medium kind of people. So that I can tell you from the yoga philosophy. So they follows yamas. Yamas means what you call five lakshanas. Lakshanas means features. What are the five yamas of yoga? You remember the word yama, which means features. Patanjali said in his book, Patanjali wrote a book. The book is called as Yoga Sutras. Yoga Sutras. Now he said, the yamas or lakshanas of a man should be ahimsa, satya, astiya. Astiya means Jainism also said this, non-stealing. Non-stealing, you should not steal something. Then brahmacharya. Here Buddhism said this. Jainism said this brahmacharya. And last but not least, aparigraha. Aparigraha, which is nothing but non-possessiveness. We should not own anything. We should not own anything. You should not feel bad about anything. So, for a beautiful life on this planet, you should follow these tips. One is ahimsa, don't kill anyone. Satya, don't tell lies. Astaya, don't steal anything. Brahmacharya, maintain the celibacy. Aparigraha, finally, don't own anything. Friends, in my view, the ancient Aztec philosophies are the most beautiful philosophies. Why I brought this concept today? Simply, I can finish June 21st Yoga Day. I can tell the theme and I can go. But why I brought this? Because in UPSC mains, my dear friends, we have philosophical essays. To write those essays, we have to be aware about our systems. So you have to get a clarity over this kind of topics. Am I clear, ma? Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. So we should not own anything, because if you own something, it will create Maya. That's it. For example, entire Ravanasura knowledge unable to help him because he fell into illusion of Sita. Entire Duryodhana fall his witness, that is his will, his what do you call his responsibilities. He forgot all his responsibilities because of he has illusion over kingdom. All are illusions. We will own. We will make them to own us. For example, young boy and young girl, they will say, "You are my Raja, I am your Rani." After that, "You are my KD, you are my Jadi." That is, they will change. So we should not own anything. Let him go. If you are happy today, this minute, let it go. If you are sad next minute, let it come. If you are happy again, let him go. So we should not own the minutes. We should not own anything. In life, that is the most beautiful thing which never school taught us. But life will teach us. Pain will continues. Few months back, when I'm teaching your class, first classes in fact, I was on the bed. But now I'm walking. So that's I can tell you. It will go. Everything will go. Follow theory of impermanence. Follow theory of impermanence. Let it go. Let it go. Understood? So finally, friends, I taught current affairs, I taught economy, I taught polity, I taught geography. Thanks to you people, I brought today philosophy also. So thank you so much. I hope you understood what I'm conveying.
Yes, sir.
What, Kaushal? Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir.
Right, get this point, okay? Just understand my things clear, ma. That's it. So next issue is India got 127 rank in World Economic Forum. But anyway, I just want to give a question here. Please find out theme of Yoga Day. Theme of Yoga Day 2023 for all non-UPSC exam students. Theme of Yoga Day for non-UPSC students. Work out on it. Now India climbs 8 places into 127 in Global Gender Index. Friends, so Global Gender Index published by World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum headquarters and established in World Economic Forum headquarters. World Economic Forum headquarters is in Geneva. And established in 1971. Now they published this report called as Global Gender Index. Global Gender Index, India's rank is 127. We have to understand what are the parameters of it. Parameters of Global Gender Index. Parameters of Global Gender Index. First, they will take economic participation. They will take economic participation. 1, 2, economic opportunity. 3, educational attainment. Please be careful here. Educational attainment. And 4, health and survival. Economic participation. Clear about it. Opportunity, education, attainment, and health and survival. Done, Chima? Done? Clear with that, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is what I can tell you. Now, friends, this is the way of questions we have to see. I guess you are clear about it. Question 1 we can get. Who published this report? Done with that. World Economic Forum. Question 2 we can also get. That is, who is, what are the parameters of it? Please have a clarity over it. That's it. Done, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, industry eyes access to Gati Shakti portal to boost capex in connectivity. What is Gati Shakti is about? What is capex is about? Connectivity, you are well aware about it. I'm not going to discuss. But what is Gati Shakti is about? Any idea about Gati Shakti?
The speed related something.
Huh?
Highway.
Infrastructure development
Highway.
and railways. Oh, sorry, roadways. Yes, sir.
Okay. In fact, I will tell you what is Gati Shakti is about. In 2021, Prime Minister Modi launched this Gati Shakti program. So, the major ambition is to bring the infrastructure development in India. Question number 1 for all of us: why infrastructure is important? Why infrastructure is important? Friends, number 1 reason is infrastructure is important because it will boost the economy. I don't believe it, sir. Don't believe me. Who asked you to believe me? But I told you to boost economy. Throughout all the 16 Janapadas, hope you remember that, right? 16 Janapadas, it is Magadha which is powerful. You know why? They had infrastructure called as Uttarapada and Dakshanapada. Throughout all the governor generals, it is the Dalhousie who boosted the revenue of the British. Even though recession in the global times at that time, by introducing railways and roads. So Dalhousie is the reason for it. When USA is under the Great Depression impacts, Roosevelt under New Deal raised the infrastructure. So this is the effect of infrastructure. Our country, our friend China became global power because of infrastructure. Right now they are having BRI project to boost the infrastructure. So according to RBI report, a rupee is spent on the capital expenditure, particularly on the infrastructure point of view, will give 3x returns. Understood? So the rupee you spent, the rupee you spent, okay, will give 3x the returns according to RBI. So that's the reason government of India is now focusing towards the infrastructure projects. Tell me any country which is undeveloped because of infrastructure. No. Every country which is having good infrastructure, it will develop. Now, for that only we have Gati Shakti is about. So tell me what is Gati Shakti is about. Gati Shakti is trying to increase road connectivity, rail connectivity, ports connectivity, helipads connectivity, so on and so forth. Understood? So it is going to enhance power connectivity. It is going to enhance 4G connectivity around. It is also going to develop food parks, so on and so forth. I will do one thing. I will share infographics with respect to Gati Shakti plan, which is available in my other Apple tab. I will just share you. Please note it down. Don't try to remember now. I will forward the details coming from the government minister websites itself. I will share to Rakesh. I will share to some of the people who are in contact with me. Then you can just remind me who are in contact. Just remind me. I will try to do that after class itself. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
All the projects I will just all the projects I will try to forward in the WhatsApp itself. So please go ahead and just watch it.
So I have a question.
Take 2 questions.
So the question is like capex investment is only for economic boost or boosting the connectivity of the country.
Boost in the connectivity also.
Does like the primarily it would be the economic one or the connectivity one?
I can say both. Both are
Okay, sir.
interrelated, in fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But I want to confirm one thing here. That is, Gati Shakti is providing a beautiful platform here, because Gati Shakti will, I know, it will have real-time monitoring of projects. I'll tell you what is it. Gati Shakti will have real-time monitoring. What is real-time monitoring? That is, by using ISRO's VISAG N project, VISAG N satellite, which is a real-time satellite observation, we can see the progress of the projects. This is one real-time monitoring which is done with that. Apart from that, investments are very easy to cover now. Gati Shakti has two kinds of portfolios. Two kinds of portfolios. That is, one is InvITs. One is InvITs. The other one is REITs. Okay, Gati Shakti InvITs are infrastructure investments. Real estate is nothing but is real estate investment. Okay, so InvITs are infrastructure investments, REITs are real estate investments. So you should remember that this was asked in 2023. Okay, it was in news because of two issues. Number one is Nifty. Okay, Nifty in April month 2023, April 2023, it issued InvITs and REITs. But in 2023 May, it was a question. But on the roots of InvITs and REITs are 2021. So be careful. So we should not give up, particularly these aspects. Understood? Associated with these developments. Hope you got it. Okay. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Titan? How many of you are aware about Titan? Titan is, can you remember Titan?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What is Titan?
It's a
So
it's a moon of Jupiter, sir.
Haha, haha, haha. Very good.
Saturn.
It is a submersible which is sent below the sea level to see Titanic ship.
Ah, what happened to them?
So people
What
didn't
that
came back.
You remember that meme of Rahul Gandhi, Tata, bye bye, Katam, goodbye. Okay, stupid fellows. You should have an idea, but you should not do it. There is adventure tourism, but you should not do this kind of adventures anyway. Now, why I brought this article, because even India had a similar kind of program. Even India had a similar kind of program called as Matsya 6000. Matsya 6000. Now, you have to understand what is Matsya 6000 is about. Okay. Matsya 6000 is developed by National Institute of Ocean Technology. National Institute of Ocean Technology, which is going to do deep submerge research. So National Institute of Ocean Technology and ISRO both are jointly developing this. And this mission ambition is to give prior attention to it. It is to find out the rare minerals on the deep ocean. Rare minerals on the deep ocean. Further, friends, here the mission is aims to go deep into the ocean and they will find out it. Understood? So this is what I can tell you about the project. Am I clear? Matsya 6000.
Yes, sir.
Do you have an idea here? Quite important one. That is Matsya 6000. Do you have idea? Now, why it is in news? Because as in USA, there is an accident happened for the submarines program. Now India decided to have this say Matsya 6000 program. Let us wait and watch for the next development so that we will get a more clarity. Clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Remember, visits burial are not very much important. Leave it. Rethinking importance of cord blood in regenerative. You know, recently Upasana Kamineni gave birth to a boy who is sorry girl. You know, Upasana Kamineni is wife of Ram Charan. After giving birth, she stated that she is storing that cord blood, which has capacity of regenerative medicine. So people are discussing about what is cord blood and what are the benefits of it, and how India is ready to store that cord blood as of today. So for those who are having, the idea about cord blood, science background students, they are well aware. But for us, for the people who are non from science background, they should have no idea. So cord blood forms of stem cells, and they are collected from these cord blood stem cells are collected from umbilical cord and placenta after baby born. Okay, so this cord and placenta cells will consist of lot of blood forming stem cells. Blood forming stem cells. Now, this is the most important thing. So for growth of stem cells, we have this particular aspects. Now, this could be useful for many important aspects. But I would like to tell you what stem cells will do. Okay, stem cells are two categories. Almost many categories are there. Broadly, I can tell you there are two important ones. Okay, one is totipotent. One is totipotent. One is totipotent. One is multipotent. Totipotent means they will develop into only a specific type of organ, a specific type of thing. Whereas multipotent means they are mostly into different cells. So totipotent is nothing but embryonic. So that I can tell you. Multipotent give multi aspects. But anyway, I can tell you that these particular stem cells are very helpful to the public, particularly to the public, but there are very less opportunities to store. Only few people who can afford that they can buy. Or else it is not possible to buy the storing facilities. All right. So, what is cord blood? It is part of stem cells. available in umbilical cord and placenta cord. So they are available in umbilical cord and placenta cord, that is stem cells. Do have an idea. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Tikachi.
Yes, sir. ঠিক আছে.
So this is COP 28. చెప్పండి నాన్నగారు. చెప్పండి డాడీ. హలో.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, I'm there, please. So COP 28, there is a new president was appointed. His name is Sultan Ahmad Al Zabar. But he is very controversial because he has many oil companies. Okay. So how this person became COP 28 president? Those who are not aware about COP, I'm just giving a brief. 1972, there is a Stockholm conference. In that conference, they established a UNEP. Further in 1990s, too particularly, they conducted Rio at the summit. UPSC asked a question regarding this in 2015. And here is the point I want to confirm here. In this Rio at summit, what happened was they established three organizations. One is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. One is United Nations Biodiversity Convention on Biodiversity. One is United Nations Convention Combating Desertification. Convention Combating Desertification. So there are three important things out there. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. United Nations Framework on Convention on Biodiversity. United Nations Convention on Combating Desertification are the three organs. Friends, I would like to tell you, every year these people will conduct meetings called as COP meetings, Conference of Parties. COP 28 was happened in Egypt. Yes, Egypt, the city called as Sharm el-Sheikh. 29 is going to happen here. 29 is going to happen in UAE. Let us wait for it. UAE. Interesting thing is, UAE is one of the largest oil exporting country. They are now conducting eco-friendly summit. Funny thing. Last time, China and Canada conducted this, and this was conducted. I'm not sure about it. Which country conducted about this? So please find this one. This is the controversial issue as of now. That's it. Drones to manipulate blockade. Everything is okay. We'll discuss about it. Anyway, we'll see in the next class about all the issues. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Done. I'm sorry once again for the delay at the class. I hope you are happy with it. Anyway, ఎలా ఉన్నారు కౌశల్? కౌశల్ ఎలా ఉన్నావు?
Sorry, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
I forgot that. Kemono acho. Kemani acho.
Kemon acho?
Kemon acho. What to say? What I guess you told me, I guess. Had your supper? What to ask? How to ask in Bengali?
Sir, tiffin
খাওয়া
খেয়েছেন?
হয়েছে?
Wait. Yeah, Joy?
So you said how supper, right? Did you have supper? খাওয়া হয়েছে?
খাওয়া?
খাওয়া, KHAWA, খাওয়া হয়েছে?
খাওয়া হয়েছে? কৌশল?
Yes, sir, absolutely correct.
খাওয়া হয়েছে. If it is lunch?
Same, sir. We don't
খাওয়া
say
হয়েছে.
anything about dinner and lunch. We just say like that.
খাওয়া হয়েছে কৌশল?
না স্যার, হয় নাই।
Okay, I guess today we have a new friend here. I guess it is Tania. I'm audible to you, Tania.
Yes, sir.
Tania, are you a old student or a new joined student?
Sir, new student, new batch from 11B.
Okay, I'm not sure about it, but Tania, you have to see that. I mean, the students who are with me, they are accustomed to my speed. They are okay with my speed, so that I am able to teach in a speed manner. But I'm not sure about you, how far you are able to catch the speed. But still, I hope you got clear conceptual clarity about the lecture. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the background, Tania?
Sir, I'm just pursuing my English honors
Oh, great, Tania. I hope you.
from Presidency University.
Oh, that's great, Tania. But anyway,
Thank you, sir.
all the very best to you and keep on attending the lectures so you'll get more clarity. And I hope you understood that as these students are familiar to the old concepts and just keep on. As a new student, you may face difficulties with respect to yoga philosophy, so on and so forth. But still, you can understand, I guess. You can, because I'm teaching everything from the background itself. Hope you will understand. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Tania. Anyway,
Thank you, sir.
friends. Oh, it's a great present. Anything else we can discuss? Nothing, I guess.
So today you talk about JSI Deepak.
Jisa Deepak.
So, like
He's from Andhra,
I
Hyderabad.
know that I'm following him from last 6 7 months.
You have to
He's a
read one
bit
book.
tilted to
You have to read one book.
the India. India that is Bharat.
Yes, this book.
Yeah, India that is Bharat.
Okay, and this is the new book which I'm happy with that. Sanjay Baru, he wrote Indian Economy. Not a very much good book, but it's okay. Chalta hai gadi. That's it. And anyway, so happy to be with you once again for this beautiful evening. And thank you so much and take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Something is missing. Yeah, now I'm getting it. Okay. Tanya, you are supposed to give your feedback. You can give thumbs up. You can give hearts. People will give hearts mostly. Aparna, Anvesha, I guess you are supposed to give chocolate to me, I guess. Get ready with the chocolate, okay?
Okay, sir.
Ah,
Sir, I wanted to ask you something, sir, not related to current affairs, but
ah.
sir, UGC had said that 4 years of graduation, so 4 years for honors, and the normal general is 3 years. So then,
Who
what
told
is
you?
the, I saw it in the admission website in the
Actually,
colleges.
4 years according to national education policy, you will get a reset certificate. For example, let us say now we have a madam here, Aarti. Aarti did her
Yes,
clinical
sir.
psychology. Now, if she pursue fourth year also, she will get clinical psychology research degree. According to national education policy, I'm talking Anvesha. I have to check the UGC latest guidelines so that I can give you better update. If you
So,
stop
sir,
with
I
three, ah,
wanted to ask that will the 3 years be validated for UPSC?
absolutely validated. In fact, you need to do only from such university which is recognized by UGC. Not about distance, also it's possible. I think 3 years, no, 4 years back, there is a person called as Gopal Krishna Ronanki. He did entire graduation from distance. He got his seat. He is now IAS. Right now, he's secretary of the Tribal Affairs in Department of Tribal Affairs in Andhra. Forget
So,
about
I'm
degree.
planning.
Maintain the 60%, 60 to 70% in degree. That's enough. It will lead.
So I'm planning to do it from a local college, which is UGC granted, but the attendance is not very strict there.
Light. Sure. Which college?
So it is known as a BB college in general. So I'm not sure about the whole thing.
Okay. Anyone from Xavier College? Thane is a presidency, University presidency. So anyone JBR? If there are any students from JBR in your contact, also please let me know. From history department, I want to talk to. I mean, I want to see some people there. I will try to come. Want to come? That is the most difficult part to come. Okay, all the best, and thank you so much. See you in the next week. Sorry, this week itself. Bye. Thursday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Jai Hind.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
good night, sir.
Good night.